James, big game of course on Sunday. For you it's a chance to complete the set of trophies since you came to Scotland. What would that mean to you personally?
Personally, it would mean obviously completing all 3 trophies. It's something that I want to do, and we've got a great opportunity to do that at the weekend.
The form of the side since Michael Beale came in has been almost flawless, and on top of that the performance has been very good as well. You can kind of sense the confidence coming into the team, especially with some of the away performances going to difficult grounds. Is it fair to say that this is probably the most confident that the side's been this season?
Obviously since the gaffers came in, we've had 1 draw and won the rest of the games. The momentum's really been there with the results that we wanted. We know that performance-wise, there's been games where we felt that we could improve, which is a good thing because we're winning games and still not being the top level that we need to be. So we know there's still room for improvement, and we'll continue to work hard every single day on the training pitch to make sure we show that on a match day, and hopefully that all comes into place on Sunday.
James, as it heads towards Sunday, the big cup final, who's the big kind of voices in the dressing room, and who's the ones that really get the message across and get people driving the way it should be heading towards that?
Well, I think it comes from obviously the gaffer to start off with. You've obviously got H, Damo and Neil who really drive it from the gaffer. Then it obviously filters down to myself, Connor, Lonnie, Griggsy. We've got a lot of experienced lads in the team, which really helps. A group of lads to have that many players that have got really good experience, and it can really help the team, as in passing on the message to lads who have maybe not been here before the gaffer. All comes into play really nicely when you've got a lot of experienced lads.
And recently the team have reacted really well to setbacks, although we don't want to be in that position. If goals are conceded, they've been able to act in games, and does that then give you and give the group a confidence going into a game like Sunday? We want to start better. Michael Beale emphasised that yesterday, but if it doesn't happen like that, then we can recover. There is time. We just need to try and focus on what the team wants to do.
Yeah, I think that's been one of the highlights since the gaffers came in. We've shown real great belief, going all the way to right to the end of a game. Trying to play the way we want to do. Not panicking if we do go a goal down. It's obviously something that we don't want, obviously, to happen at the weekend. We, as a team and obviously as a defender, you want to try and keep a clean sheet, and that's one of our main focuses, to try and shut their chances out and obviously try not to concede. But albeit if we did, then we've got that resilience and the grit in the team to fully believe in ourselves to bring back the goals that we need.
Speak to us, James, if you would, about the emotions as a Rangers captain, winning at the National Stadium, walking up those steps and lifting that trophy in front of the supporters. What was that like? Yeah,
it's a true honour, and it's really words can't really describe how much you feel. It's so much enjoyment, and it's it's not just myself. It's obviously the full team, the club, the fans, everyone's families who come to support. And you just want to continue to give that, and that's what we all signed up for, to play for Rangers, is to win trophies, and we'll be doing everything possible on Sunday to try and make that happen.
The last time, did it almost surpass what you thought it would feel like as a Rangers captain, and how much does that inspire you personally?
Sorry.
Did it almost surpass what you thought it was going to feel like as a Rangers captain, lifting that trophy in front of the support? And obviously, will that then inspire you come Sunday personally to make sure that it's you up there lifting it again?
Yeah, obviously the first one was behind closed doors, and the Scottish Cup final was obviously in front of our fans, and it was it was a different experience from what we first did, but it was it was obviously amazing to do that in front of your own fans, and to have that feeling. You just want to continue to have them, more of them feelings, and what a great opportunity that we have to play in a cup final this early in the season and try and get our hands on it.
James, this week you obviously made the Hall of Fame. Congratulations on that. When you think back to joining in 2015, you've been on so many loans looking for a place to settle down. do you need to pinch yourself almost that that's happened and you're now going into another final about to complete this, or hoping to complete the set as a Rangers captain?
It's fully still not sank in. The magnitude that you really look into it, and your name's gonna be on the marble staircase on the wall with the greats of our club, and it's such a huge honour. And obviously to be inducted with Griggsy and Davo, who have been great servants to our club, it's a huge honour. So it was obviously a great start to the week, and then obviously to lead into a cup final. I'm always fully motivated, but it was a nice touch.
It's maybe unusual for a player that they're still active and still get years ahead to be inducted. Does that give you that extra sort of, just an extra feeling going into a big game like this?
It definitely made us feel a little bit older when I'm getting inducted with Griggsy and Davo, but I've got plenty of years still to play, and to get that recognition, at my age and still with plenty of years left to play, is that's why it's still not really sank in as much as I would want it to, but huge honour. And like I said, when I first came here, this is the club that gave us the foundations to go play football, which I love doing, and I'll always keep on trying to repay that the best way I can.
Have you spoken about John Craig before and about the influence he's had on you as a captain? When it comes to games like this, do you seek his advice to see is there any other ex-players that you've built a relationship with who can help you?
When I see John, it's normally after games, or if I can catch him around the stadium when he visits. I tend to just be quiet leading up to games, as I normally do, just relaxing at home with my family, and when I come into training, be fully focused and work hard as I can. And I think that's what all the boys do. Try and be as relaxed as the best way you can, and prepare the best way you can, and you put yourself in a great state when the game comes.
James, winning on Sunday, do you feel that it not only gives you the opportunity to lift another piece of silverware, beat your rivals in a final, do you think it can give you a psychological advantage for the rest of the season, and also next season looking forward, Michael having a full pre-season going into next season, can it give you that psychological advantage at winning on Sunday?
Well, we want to keep this momentum going. Since November, when the gaffers came in, we had the gaffers' game plan. We're all similar to what he wanted us to do. So it really, it was a smooth process. And our target from day one was to win every single game and see where it takes us, and that's what we'll continue to do. We're going to try and win every single game, and see where it takes us till the end of the season.
How do you try and impose your game on Celtic? Because it didn't really work at Celtic Park, but kind of did at Ibrox after that early stage when they had got ahead.
Well, it's two different, obviously, managers in each game, two different tactics. I felt, obviously, the first game, we were definitely not good enough, which is disappointing. But the home game, we really felt like we should have came away with the 3 points. But saying that, with the game that happened, I felt we could have played better even in the first half at Ibrox, and the second half we were much better. So we know there was still more of us to give in the game like that, and we came away, disappointed that we got the draw. So there's plenty of positives to take out of that. We've got a game plan to take into Sunday. As long as we stick to that and we apply ourselves from the very first minute and we carry it out to the end of the game, then hopefully we will be picking up the trophy.
You've had good moments and bad moments at Hampden Park. How does both of those experiences help you going into a game like this?
I think obviously it's in the background. You do obviously have an experience, in these kind of games. You'd obviously got to let the game settle out, because it will be very fast tempo that it always is at the start of the game. So we've got to expect that, and when it's required for us to play our football, we've got to have big broad shoulders and get the ball and play our football. And I know the boys are more than capable to do that.
You said you were talking about completing the set. You've actually already won 2 Hampden finals. You could be the set of 4 trophies because you won the Challenge Cup there. If I said to you back then you'd go on to do what you did at Rangers and be in the Hall of Fame, what would you have thought back in 2015-16?
I definitely, you never think that too far ahead. Obviously the this is my 8th season. There's plenty of positives and negatives in that. You know, there's obviously regrets where you've not won more trophies than you want to. But it's all about you know, what's in the future and what you can impact. And this is something that we can impact on the weekend. We have a chance to win a trophy. You know, we've not won it in a long time, so you know, I know we'll be doing everything possible.
James, who would you say are favourites on Sunday and why?
We're always going to back ourselves, no matter what the opponent is. We have full belief in ourselves, but like I said before, we have to apply ourselves. We get given a game plan. The gaffer tells us what to do, but we've got to then go on that pitch and deliver it, and you know, really turn up to the game. So it's down to us as the players to do that.
Is that got a key mental aspect of the game though? Regardless of who you're playing, when you take to the pitch, you expect to win. Is that correct?
Well, playing for Rangers, it's every game's a must-win, and you know, you don't sign for this club not having that mind process, and that's what we do in training every single day. It's a must-win, even if you're playing small games or you're playing rondos or possession. You know, it's a must-win, and we have that mentality in the team, and which is, you know, you want to keep pushing and keep driving, and you know, come game day, it should be there, and you hopefully can deliver it.
Traction told us about the chat that Michael Beale had with him when he came into the club. Did Michael have a chat with you as well about what he expected from you in the rest of this season and beyond, and your key role as club captain?
Yeah, we had before he just joined, we had a call, and you know, it was obviously good to hear from him, and obviously a bit different being a manager now, but you know, he just wanted me to be my normal self, just keep pushing myself really hard, and then, you know, hopefully it'll just rub on others and keep pushing others around the team. So it was a really positive conversation, and he wasn't asking me to change much. He was just asking me to be myself, and you know, that's what I've been trying to do. You know, keep pushing every single day.
And how different is Michael as being a manager from a number two? Because they're completely different roles, aren't they?
Yeah, different roles, but I think there's obviously, from when we played under Stephen to now, the gaffer's obviously got his own little tweaks, because it's his team. So, but more or less, it's been a smooth process with the boys who played under him when Stephen was here. So, it's been good.
James, do you feel that Celtic team is one of the toughest that you've came across?
As in Celtic teams, or just a team in general? We've played a lot of top European sides, especially this season. You know, the Liverpool, Ajax and Napoli. You look what Napoli's doing this season, and you know that they're obviously a force to be reckoned with in the Champions League. Liverpool, a great team. But no matter who we play, we always expect to win, and we always want to win. So you know, we're always trying to focus on ourselves.
Out of all the Celtic teams you've played, is this team up there with one of the best that you've played against?
There's been a lot of teams, and I don't know, certainly Rangers. The players of my team have changed over the years. It's always, you know, football's always a continuing moving part. You know, players come and go, but it's, you know, it's how we conduct ourselves.
Do you feel there's always pressure leading up to these games, but have we got more this time considering it's a cup final?
There's pressure in every single game, because that's what we require within ourselves, to win every single game, and every game's a cup final. Every game's important to win. Obviously, outset with the fans and the media, it's against your rivals. It's always going to add that attention, and coming closer to the game, you obviously you see it a bit more. But you know, we try to prepare as it's a cup final like every game. So you know, we'll be fully prepared for it.